What are your thoughts on these fight cards in the UFC Apex? Great financial decision for the UFC, but these low-level fight cards gotta go. Without further ado, let's get right into this action.
It's time!
Alright everybody, what's going on? This is your boy CeeLo and we're back at it again. UFC Vegas 64, you guessed that correctly. In the UFC Apex, Rodriguez versus Lemos. Banger of a main event. These UFC Apex fight cards, let me know your thoughts on them. Low-level fight cards, some sprinkles of good names here and there, but nothing to go cry home about. Give me your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go down to my Instagram at CeeLo Studios Presents. Follow me on there. Let's chop it up about these fights. I love talking about how good of an event that was, or how such a mess of an event that was. And hopefully this week we get the 12 fight cards as promised. We already had some cancellations and talks about some other cancellations, which if they do happen, it's gonna be just another mess here. 2 weeks straight of pure mess in the UFC Apex. So without further ado, y'all know the drill. 3 picks under 5 minutes. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into these fight picks. All right, everybody, for the first fight pick here, we're moving to the flyweight division. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Nate Maness. Great style matchup here. A 13-2, Tagir Ulanbekov the favorite, and Nate Mayhem Maness coming back at 14-2 record as a slight underdog. What's the game plan here? Tagir Ulanbekov, look for the takedown, chain wrestle, rack up that control time. Nate Maness, as he has his picture with his fist up, land either of those fist in your face, put your lights out, get you out of there early. So Tagir Ulanbekov is going to be the pick for CeeLo Studios. Why? We talk a lot about fight IQ in this channel. Him coming out of that Nurmagomedov camp. I do believe they can stick to a game plan. If he decides to stand and bang with Nate Maness, he deserves to get his lights put out. But I don't think that's the case here. I think they'll formulate a solid game plan. Stay inside close, clinch control. Get a takedown, get that control time, rack up that control time, and get the W here. So again, first fight pick, Tagir Ulanbekov to get the win for us this Saturday. All right, everybody, for pick number 2, we're moving to the co-main event, Neil Magny and Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez. These odds are pretty much near even. So Neil Magny coming off a loss to Shavkat Ramonov, possibly a future champion in the welterweight division, no shame in that. Daniel D-Rod coming off a win to the Leech, a very controversial win that is, but the most important thing here is, what did D-Rod do? Pretty much box for 3 rounds, pretty much boxed with the Leech for 3 rounds. So will he be able to do that against Neil Magny here, the taller fighter, the rangier fighter, 6-inch reach advantage? The big key factor here is, will Neil Magny be able to take down D-Rod and rack up that control time, rack up that clinch control time, and get 2 out of the 3 rounds? In our minds, Neil Magny's taking this fight. He's winning this fight. He just has more paths to victory, in my opinion. Daniel D-Rod looks stale, looks slow. It could have been that extra weight that he had on him, but that's neither here nor there. This is a whole new matchup. If he decides to box with Neil Magny can just stay at range and, clinch him up anytime he wants, or look for the takedown. He has more paths to victory, in my opinion. So pick number 2, Neil Magny. Give us Neil Magny to get the win for us this Saturday. All right, everybody. For our third pick, we're moving to the main event in the strawweight division, Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Lemos. Marina Rodriguez coming in with a record of 16-1-2. Amanda Lemos 12-2 in one fighter. So right off the bat, the pick is going to be Marina Rodriguez. We're taking the favorite here. Why, you ask? Okay, so the lone loss that she has on her record, it happens to be to the champ herself, Carla Esparza. I do believe experience is on her side, on the Rodriguez side. I do believe she's technical enough to stay away from what is the path to victory of Amanda Lemos, and is landing a power shot. Amanda Lemos is looking to put your lights out. She's coming in with vicious intentions. So if you're betting on her, again, don't blame you. These low-level fight cards, again, they just gotta go. But if you're betting on Amanda Lemos, I do not that's not a bad bet. Definitely the value's on her side, but you are banking on her landing a power shot on Marina Rodriguez. I just think her experience will play a factor here. She's a lot more technical on the feet. She just beat Yan Xiaonan in a close split decision, and so Yan Xiaonan, an excellent striker herself. So again, Marina Rodriguez is the pick for us. All right, and there you have it, everybody. 3 picks for CeeLo Studios here. Again, let me know your thoughts on these UFC Apex cards. Not much to go cry home about here. Not much exciting fights here, but we got to work with what we got here. Rodriguez versus Lemos, and as our main event, we do have a couple of interesting matchups. We do have Miranda Maverick as probably the heaviest favorite on this card. We have Mario Bautista, very, very interesting bantamweight. We do have another fighter here, Jake Hadley, interesting prospect out of England, and Carlos Candelario. We know what he can do here. So we have a few low-level names here, but that's neither here nor there. We got to work with what we got. Another UFC event down in the books. Everybody enjoy the fights this Saturday. Again, go down to my Instagram at CeeLo Studios Presents if you haven't already, and so we can talk about fight picks there and talk about while the event is going on. Other than that, this is your boy CeeLo, and this has been another video for our UFC Fight Night Rodriguez versus Lemos, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.